Hello and welcome. These are horse racing selections for Friday, the 7th of July. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. Alright, Friday morning, short format vid, so I shall not be dilly-dallying. We've got for Friday £20 stake, 155 I think is the first race. Can't remember. Sandown, maybe it's Sandown, maybe 155 Sandown, 155 Sandown, 155 Sandown. That's the first race. Bit of variety as it's been all week. So we've got a Win Trixie, we've got an each way Yankee this afternoon for shorter prices. And then on to sort of late afternoon, evening, we've got the main bet, which is a lucky 31. And then we've got a combination double between the last two races at Bellewstown, which I think is where the best value is, albeit I'm a bit concerned about price movement. So you might need to be a bit swifty on some of them. So that is going to come up. We'll spin through how we got on Thursday, which was successful in the sense of it was 33 pence profit for the channel. But yeah, I think both days this week have been, in my view, interesting. There's been stuff going on. Some bets have been great, some haven't been, and overall I've got the channel up 1185, and I imagine everybody else should be there or thereabouts. There's been no sort of standout extra prices particularly, so I'd imagine people are either a bit above that or a bit below that. But yeah, just been some interesting stuff. So let's hope we can carry it on Friday and even make a bit more profit than 1185. So we had this one yesterday. So Oranmore, that won really, really well. But apart from that, it was pants. Those Bellewstown races, I did flag yesterday that everything convention would tell you that low draw is massive bias, but actually I stand by what I said. If you look at the results for the four races, I think it's three handicaps that were just short of a mile, the ones that made the frame were either low drawn or super high drawn, and it doesn't make sense, but that's what happens at Bellewstown, and that's not what you'll read in the normal horse racing literature. But yeah, the super high numbers actually perform quite well, despite the fact you'd have found notes everywhere saying, don't back that horse, it's got a terrible draw. Alright, then these were real disappointing. Navarose gave us a bit of a run for money but faded, and Glen Acres got done on a bobber on the line for third place, but outside of that, really wasn't good. So to be fair, I'm happy that I ended up putting those all together like that in this unusual bet. So yeah, we've got nothing back for that one bet too. And then in the combo double, yeah, we had Praying Mantis went from the front but just dropped like a stone, and Too Tempting went and won at a shorter price, 15 to 2 SP, but didn't count for anything in that bet. This I was quite happy with this because yeah, I was having an R-in because I thought people will think it's not really in keeping with the channel, but as I said yesterday, I think I used to do a lot more of that on the channel, and then I've kind of gone away from it a little bit. And sometimes when there's not massive prices, these aren't the worst bets in the world, done in the right way. So we had all three placed basically. That was SP, that went into 130, but I had a 25p rule 4, and that one was a little bit of a drift. I think it was 17 to 2. So if you were on with best price guarantee, you should have got a better result than the channel. But it was a £1 each way treble landed, so it was not far off tripling the money on that one. That was bet 4. And then Kempton did us proud again. I love a bit of Kempton. I was there last night to watch the races. Protected Guest, that was my horse of the day. As soon as I saw that horse go 25 to 1 last night at the track, I was like all over that, and I didn't mind a dot that fell out the stalls. Yeah, I couldn't believe the price of that horse. So happy with that. I was second. I think SP was 22s in the end. And then I split that one. Billy Mill was really disappointing, but Too Tempting went and won from the front. And then in the 8.10, that was the poor leg. And then 8.45, Lilkian, it got backed in, 10p rule 4 for the channel, but that was a winner. So we had one leg where we had Protected Guest and Lilkian, so that would end up as a place double. And the other one, we had Protected Guest as a place, Too Tempting as a win, and Lilkin as a win. So nice little profit on that one. So overall, 25 on, 33 back. I said 11.85 up for the week going into today. £20 stake. It's all going to be in the comments written out there. But as I said, I think some of the bigger ones in the Lucky 31, I think there might be a bit of movement there. We'll see. And the last thing was golf. The golf's been right topsy-turvy. So the Made in Himmerland got annihilated yesterday, and then the first 3 players that came out this morning played really, really well, and then have all hit stumbling blocks. So they were hitting in birdies, even eagles in places. So that was the scoreboard was looking a lot better. And then literally all 3 have done really well, and then they've got to a certain hole, and one's hit a bogey, one's hit a double bogey, one's hit 2 bogeys in a row. So let's just see where we're at the end of the day. Over in the States, the John Deere Classic, we had a nice start on there. Adam Schenk and Chris Stroud particularly. All right, that is me. I'll be back probably in the morning. Outside chance it'll be tonight, but probably in the morning. And obviously free bets will be in the morning too. All right, thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.